Ever wondered how starfish move without a brain? Starfish are fascinating creatures that defy our usual understanding of animals. Instead of a brain, they operate using a complex network of nerves that helps them sense their surroundings. This unique setup means that each of their 5 arms has its own nerve center, allowing each limb to move independently. Imagine being able to wiggle your fingers or toes without your brain needing to tell them what to do. This incredible adaptation helps starfish respond quickly to their environment, whether they are hunting for food like clams or avoiding predators. Starfish can even regenerate lost limbs, turning a setback into a chance for renewal. So the next time you see a starfish, remember how resilient these ocean floor dwellers truly are. They thrive in a world far different from ours, flowing gracefully in the water without the typical brain control we expect from most animals. Isn't it amazing how nature creates such different ways to survive and adapt? Guess what really drives computer chaos? The I Love You worm, also known as the love bug worm, wreaked havoc when it spread in 2000, infecting millions of computers across the globe in mere hours. This sneaky piece of malware arrived cleverly disguised as a love letter email, tempting countless users to click the attachment. Once opened, it unleashed a flood of damage, copying itself to the victim's contact lists and sending the malicious email to everyone on those lists. This chain reaction created widespread chaos, disrupting businesses and personal lives. Experts estimated that the economic damage from the worm reached billions, making it one of the most devastating computer viruses in history. The incident served as a wake-up call for cybersecurity, showing just how vulnerable our digital lives can be. Have you ever wondered how such a harmless-seeming email could cause so much trouble? Here's what actually happens when floods rise. The frequency of devastating floods along the Mississippi River is increasing, raising alarms for farmers, businesses, and city planners alike. Each year, heavy rainfall coupled with melting snow pushes water levels higher, threatening to overflow banks and inundate surrounding areas. These floods can wreak havoc, wiping out essential crops and disrupting local businesses that rely on a stable environment. Imagine losing your harvest season after season due to flooding. It's a nightmare for many farmers who face insurmountable economic loss. Additionally, cities are grappling with the daunting task of extensive repairs to roads and infrastructure after each flood event, placing a considerable financial burden on taxpayers. Experts caution that if this trend continues, we might see annual floods becoming the new normal. This alarming possibility makes it crucial to find adaptive solutions. How will communities innovate to overcome these challenges? What proactive measures can be taken to safeguard lives and livelihoods amid a changing climate? Understanding the dynamics of these rising floods is the first step towards effective action. Believe it or not, the Tough Guy Challenge tests your limits. This thrilling annual event in Telford, England, isn't just a race, it's a grueling adventure, attracting thousands of hardy competitors each year. Spanning 9.3 miles, participants face an intense mix of 32 obstacles designed to push them to their physical and mental extremes. Picture yourself crawling under electrified wires, climbing over slippery walls, and even crossing fiery pits. It's so challenging that nearly 50% of brave souls drop out before reaching the finish line. Many come to tackle their fears, boost their fitness, or simply enjoy the camaraderie found in such a tough environment. Plus, the exhilarating atmosphere, with cheers and supportive teammates, makes it a unique experience. Are you ready to test your limits and see if you can conquer the Tough Guy Challenge? Prepare to be amazed by our hidden senses. Recent scientific findings suggest that humans possess more than 5 senses, revealing a fascinating and complex sensory system. While most of us are familiar with the traditional 5 senses, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, research indicates that we actually have extras, such as the ability to sense time and even detect Earth's magnetic field. This means that our perception of the world extends far beyond what we usually acknowledge. For instance, our internal clock helps us gauge time without needing a watch. Furthermore, certain studies suggest that some individuals can sense the direction of magnetic fields, a skill usually found in migratory birds. These discoveries not only challenge our understanding of senses, but also open up new avenues for exploring human potential. What other amazing capabilities could our bodies have that we haven't yet discovered? Why exactly does Lalit Patidar inspire so many people? Lalit Patidar, a remarkable young man from India, has captured hearts around the world with his story of resilience. Known as Wolf Boy, Lalit has a rare genetic condition called hypertrichosis that leads to excessive hair growth covering 95% of his face. While his unusual appearance has drawn attention and challenges, Lalit faces life with a positive outlook, turning adversity into inspiration. He has shown that beauty lies not in conventional standards, but in courage and character. His journey highlights the importance of embracing differences, teaching us to celebrate uniqueness rather than hide from it. Lalit's story has sparked conversations about acceptance and kindness, encouraging others to think more openly about what it means to be human. Through his challenges, he exemplifies strength, proving that one can shine brightly despite the odds. How can we all learn from his incredible journey? Discover the shocking waters of the Rio Tinto. This might surprise you. The Rio Tinto River in Spain flows with strikingly acidic waters, primarily because it's rich in heavy metals like iron, copper, and zinc. Its vibrant red and orange hues are not just beautiful, but also a testament to the extreme conditions that can exist on our planet. NASA has even studied the river as it mimics environments found on extreme planets like Mars. The extreme acidity, with a pH often lower than vinegar, creates a habitat that seems almost unlivable. However, some unique organisms thrive in this harsh environment, showcasing nature's resilience. By exploring the Rio Tinto, scientists gain insights that help us understand life beyond Earth. What can we learn from this extraordinary river and its unique ecosystem? Here's what actually happens when discover how Vietnamese women are rewriting global language roles. It turns out there's more to Vietnamese culture than its delicious food and beautiful landscapes. Women in Vietnam prioritize education, valuing the ability to communicate effectively in foreign languages, with English being the most sought after. This commitment to language learning stems from a desire for personal growth and economic opportunity in a rapidly globalizing world. As many Vietnamese women aim to engage with foreign partners, they are not just navigating love. They are embracing a life that blends different cultures and experiences. This shift challenges traditional notions of relationships, as these women actively seek partners who respect their ambitions and desire equality. By mastering languages, they open doors to new job opportunities and social networks, allowing them to participate globally. As they build multicultural families, these women promote values of diversity and respect, reshaping societal norms. Their journey not only highlights their perseverance, but also illustrates the transformative power of language in creating new identities and fostering understanding across borders. How will this influence future generations? Did you know Greenland has the lowest population density? It might surprise you that this vast icy island is home to only about 56,000 people, spread across an area of roughly 836,331 square miles. This means there are only around 107 people for every square mile. Imagine living in a place where you could walk for miles without bumping into anyone. Most of Greenland is covered by thick ice, with a harsh climate that makes it difficult for large communities to thrive. Many of its residents live in small coastal towns, primarily in the southwest, where the weather is a bit milder. The unique landscape creates quiet, stunning views, allowing locals and visitors alike to enjoy the pristine beauty of nature. Greenland's low population density also means that wildlife flourishes, including polar bears, seals, and a variety of birds. Isn't it fascinating how such a breathtaking place is so sparsely populated? Why exactly do we trust science and law? Scientific facts, as recognized by institutions like the Imperial College of Law and the Ministry of Education, play a crucial role in upholding justice and protecting public interest. These established laws and regulations require that scientific evidence is accurately integrated into legal decisions, ensuring that they are based not just on opinions, but on proven truths. For example, forensic science helps solve crimes by providing reliable methods for analyzing evidence like fingerprints or DNA. This reliance on scientific principles ensures that the justice system remains fair and effective. However, the application of science and law also raises questions about how we interpret and utilize these facts. Are we always considering the latest scientific advancements? And how do we balance legal standards with rapidly evolving scientific knowledge? Understanding this relationship is vital for ensuring that laws reflect reality and serve society well. Shocking truth about the Dust Bowl's static electricity. In the 1930s, the Dust Bowl swept across the Great Plains of the United States, transforming farms into barren deserts. This environmental disaster not only devastated crops, but also created an incredible phenomenon: intense static electricity. The dust storms whipped up fine particles that accumulated electric charges, generating shocking levels of static that could actually knock people unconscious. Farmers dealing with the dangers of electric shocks learned to touch metal objects before shaking hands, a quirky yet practical solution to avoid a jolt. Imagine feeling a zap just from walking in your own field. This dire situation highlighted the struggle of those living through the Dust Bowl, who faced not just loss of livelihood, but also this unusual hazard. Their ingenuity in coping with such extraordinary conditions reminds us of the resilience and adaptability of people in the face of adversity. So the next time you see a dust storm, just think about how it could carry an electric surprise. Curious, isn't it? Soccer unites Nigeria like nothing else, right? This enthusiastic connection to the beautiful game is woven into the fabric of Nigerian culture, serving as a lively expression of national pride and community spirit. For many Nigerians, soccer is more than just a sport, it's a way of life. Neighborhoods come alive with the sound of children kicking balls, and families bond over thrilling match days. The national team, affectionately known as the Super Eagles, has represented Nigeria on the world stage with incredible passion and skill, competing in the FIFA World Cup 6 times. Their vibrant matches draw large crowds both in stadiums and homes as fans cheer eagerly, adorned in the green and white of their national colors. The excitement around soccer transcends ethnic and regional differences, bringing people together to celebrate every victory and rallying them in times of defeat. Festivals, street gatherings, and passionate debates about players spark joy and camaraderie among fans. The Super Eagles embody hope and resilience, making soccer a beacon of unity that connects millions of Nigerians wherever they may be. Let's uncover the truth about Gavdos Island. This enchanting little island, tucked away in the southern reaches of Europe, is a hidden gem that many travelers overlook. Gavdos offers a breathtaking escape with its stunning landscapes and serene atmosphere, perfect for those seeking solitude. Its geographical location makes it one of the southernmost points of Europe, giving visitors the sensation of standing at the edge of the continent. With fewer crowds and a rich natural environment, you can enjoy pristine beaches, rugged cliffs, and awe-inspiring sunsets. The island's isolation adds to its charm, allowing you to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of daily life. Picture yourself lounging on a tranquil beach or hiking through untouched nature. If you crave adventure, exploring the local flora and fauna can be just as thrilling as relaxing by the sea. Why not dive into the peaceful world of Gavdos? Have you ever wondered about Europe's unfinished colonial story? Many European nations still grapple with the legacies of their colonial past, leaving certain territories in a state where decolonization is far from complete. Countries like France and the United Kingdom maintain territories that carry historical ties to colonialism, such as the French overseas regions and British overseas territories. These relationships are often complex, filled with cultural exchanges, yet burdened by historical injustices. The failure to fully address these colonial remnants continues to impact the lives of people in these territories today. For instance, discussions about governance, economic independence, and cultural identity are still ongoing, showcasing a lingering colonial mindset. As we delve deeper into these relationships, it's crucial to ask ourselves how these histories shape our world today and what steps are necessary to foster healing and understanding. Prepare to be amazed by Stanford's fluidic computer. Researchers at Stanford University have made a groundbreaking innovation by creating a computer that runs on water droplets instead of the usual electricity. This unique fluidic computer uses magnetic fields to carefully move and control tiny droplets along specialized pathways. While it operates much slower than traditional computers, this invention highlights an exciting way to use physical matter for logical operations. Imagine a device that can operate in places where electricity might not be available. This could revolutionize computing in remote areas or even assist in educational settings. By demonstrating fundamental programming principles through a hands-on approach, this technology might inspire a new generation of programmers. The potential benefits stretch beyond immediate applications, making us ponder exciting possibilities. Could water-based computing change the way we think about technology? Did you know that your lungs are huge? Surprisingly, when you spread out the surface area of human lungs, it would cover half a tennis court. This massive area is vital for our breathing. Inside our lungs, there's a complex network of tiny airways and millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. These structures work together, much like a personal rainforest, to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide. Every time you take a breath, this intricate system allows oxygen to enter your bloodstream while expelling carbon dioxide, which is a waste product from our bodies. The sheer size of the lungs ensures that we can get enough oxygen to fuel our activities, whether it's running, dancing, or just relaxing. Understanding how our lungs function can help us appreciate the amazing ability of our bodies to breathe and stay alive. Isn't it incredible how nature has designed such a powerful system for us? Check out the fun Hadouken in photography trend. This might surprise you. Hadouken in is a quirky Japanese photography movement that takes its inspiration from the popular video game Street Fighter. The name comes from the Hadouken move, where characters launch an energy blast towards their opponents. In this trend, participants capture playful poses as if they're being hit by this imaginary blast, resulting in hilarious and creative photos. Social media has propelled the Hadouken in trend to fame, with people of all ages getting involved. Whether it's friends striking poses on the street, families getting in on the laughter, or even pets posing dramatically, the images spark joy and spontaneity. The charm lies in the combination of humor and artistry, allowing individuals to express themselves while having a blast. Plus, it encourages creativity as each photo captures a unique spin on the idea. So, if you're looking for a fun way to spice up your Instagram feed, why not try out your own Hadouken in shot? Here's what actually happens when dolphins chat underwater. Dolphins are far more than playful swimmers. They are the ocean's acoustic geniuses. Using a fascinating mix of whistles, clicks, chirps, and burst pulses, these intelligent creatures convey complex messages about their identity, mood, dangers, and social coordination. Each dolphin has a unique signature whistle, which acts like a name, enabling them to identify themselves to others even after years apart. This remarkable ability highlights their strong social bonds. Moreover, researchers have discovered syntax-like structures in dolphin vocalizations, implying that the order and length of their sounds follow distinct patterns, much like human grammar. To navigate and forage in murky waters, dolphins utilize echolocation, sending out sound waves that bounce back from objects, allowing them to see their surroundings. In group hunts, they beautifully synchronize their clicks to herd fish or alert one another to potential threats. Their vocal universe truly represents a rich marine language, transforming the ocean into a vast, intelligent conversation. How incredible is that? Guess what really drives pangolins to roll up tight? Pangolins, unique mammals covered entirely in keratin scales, have an extraordinary defense mechanism. When threatened, they curl into a nearly impenetrable ball. This remarkable action reveals only their sharp, overlapping plates, tough enough to withstand attacks from formidable predators like lions and leopards. These scales, composed of keratin, the same material found in human fingernails, are not only flexible, but also highly effective at deflecting bites. Mothers also demonstrate this protective behavior, rolling around their young to create a living shield from danger. However, the very features that help them survive in the wild have made pangolins a target for human greed. Their scales are mistakenly believed to have medicinal properties, leading to their status as one of the most trafficked animals worldwide. Conservationists are now working tirelessly to protect these remarkable creatures, whose silent strength and prehistoric armor highlight a fascinating chapter in mammalian evolution. Will we work to save pangolins before it's too late? Why exactly does life come full circle in heroism? This amazing story begins with an off-duty nurse who saved a young boy's life during a Little League game. The boy suffered a cardiac arrest after being struck in the chest by a baseball bat. Thanks to her quick thinking and CPR skills, the nurse was able to revive him just in time. Fast forward 7 years later, and this remarkable twist of fate takes center stage again. While enjoying a meal in a restaurant, the nurse suddenly began choking. But wait, the same boy, now grown up, jumped into action, remembering the lessons he learned from his life-saving experience. He performed the Heimlich maneuver, helping her breathe freely once more. This incredible bond not only showcases how one moment of bravery can echo throughout lives, but also reminds us that actions have a powerful way of coming back around. Isn't it amazing how life can intertwine stories in such unexpected ways? Turns out the truth is that goats see differently. Goats are truly remarkable creatures, and one of their most striking features is their unique rectangular pupils. Unlike the round pupils found in most mammals, these rectangular shapes allow goats to enjoy an astonishing field of vision that stretches from 320 to 340 degrees. This broad perspective means they can spot potential predators lurking nearby without needing to turn their heads. Imagine having almost panoramic vision. This adaptation is particularly beneficial in their natural mountain habitats, where danger can appear from any angle. Not only do these pupils enhance their ability to remain vigilant, but they are also designed to function well in varying light conditions, allowing goats to navigate rocky terrain during both bright daylight and dim twilight. While their eye shape may seem odd to us, it is perfectly tailored to meet the challenges of survival in the wild. The next time you encounter a goat, take a moment to marvel at their extraordinary eyesight and consider how it aids thriving within their environment. Have you ever wondered why we say "bless you"? This common phrase traces its roots back to ancient times, when people believed that sneezing could expel evil spirits. In many cultures, a sneeze was seen as a sign that a person was vulnerable to illnesses that could invade the body. To counteract this, saying "bless you" became a way to offer protection and goodwill. Some historians link the phrase to the bubonic plague era, when sneezing was a symptom of the disease, prompting a prayer for safety. Interestingly, variations of this saying exist in many languages worldwide, showing how this protective sentiment transcends cultural barriers. Even today, when someone sneezes, we're reminded of these ancient beliefs, transforming a simple reflex into a moment of connection and care. So the next time you hear "bless you," remember it carries a legacy of hope and protection. Believe it or not, the rarest turtle is vanishing. The rapidus swingaway turtle is one of the most elusive creatures on our planet, with fewer than 3 known specimens left in existence. Once swimming freely in the Yangtze River and some Southeast Asian lakes, this remarkable turtle has faced a significant decline in population over recent years. Habitat loss, primarily due to pollution and dam construction, has dramatically reduced its natural environment. Additionally, hunting has further threatened its survival, leading to its status as a critically endangered species. Conservation efforts are urgently needed to protect what remains of their habitat and raise awareness about this unique turtle. If we do not act quickly, we risk losing not just a species, but also an incredible link to our planet's rich biodiversity. How can we help save this precious turtle from extinction? Hard to believe, but women thrive in Qatar. In the heart of the Middle East, Qatari women enjoy some privileges that set them apart from their counterparts in several other Arab nations. They have remarkable access to free education, which empowers them to pursue diverse careers and even start their own businesses. This educational advantage has allowed women to climb the ranks in government, where they take on leadership roles that shape the country's future and influence policy decisions. However, the journey toward complete independence isn't without its challenges. Cultural expectations still hold significant sway, requiring many Qatari women to seek permission from male relatives for certain activities. This blend of modernity and tradition creates a landscape where progress coexists with lingering limitations. Interestingly, Qatari women are also known for their extravagant tastes, often indulging in high-end luxury items, which represents their desire for self-expression and social status. Thus, while strides are made in education and employment, the quest for total autonomy remains a complex path woven into the rich tapestry of Qatari society. Ready for a home remedy miracle? It turns out that a simple blend of vinegar and honey can work wonders for a sore throat. When you mix 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar with 1/4 cup of honey, you create a powerful potion that not only helps to soothe irritation, but also has natural antibacterial properties. Apple cider vinegar is rich in acetic acid, which is known to combat harmful bacteria and can help keep your throat free from infection. Meanwhile, honey is more than just a sweet addition. It's been used for centuries as a natural healer due to its soothing and antimicrobial qualities. When combined, these two ingredients can help break up mucus, reduce inflammation, and make swallowing a bit more comfortable. Simply take this mixture straight or mix it with warm water for a soothing drink. The next time you feel that scratchy throat coming on, consider reaching for this kitchen remedy before hopping on the over-the-counter options. It's a delicious and natural way to give your throat some love. Scientists recently discovered that discover the magic of Ayubawan's warm charm. In Sri Lanka, when people greet each other with Ayubawan, they're not merely exchanging pleasantries, they're wishing one another a long and prosperous life. This heartfelt gesture, involving placing hands together in front of the chest and offering a slight bow, captures the essence of respect and goodwill that is so characteristic of Sri Lankan culture. Picture yourself wandering through a colorful market or a serene village, where friendly faces light up as they share this inviting phrase. Each time someone says Ayubawan, it's like weaving a thread of kindness that binds the community together. The sincerity behind these words reminds us to slow down in our fast-paced lives and truly cherish the connections we make. Initiating this beautiful greeting can not only brighten someone's day, but also foster a bond that transcends language and culture. So, whether you encounter a local or a fellow traveler, don't hesitate to share an Ayubawan. You may find it creates a moment of warmth and camaraderie that you'll both treasure. Most people don't know this, but Banff is amazing. This stunning gem in Canada is famed not only for its breathtaking views, but also for its rejuvenating natural hot springs that have attracted visitors for centuries. The Banff Upper Hot Springs offer a relaxing retreat after a day packed with exhilarating adventures. For winter sports fans, the park is a thrilling playground featuring ski slopes that cater to everyone from beginners to seasoned pros. As you glide down the snowy hills, majestic mountains provide a spectacular backdrop. When the snow melts away, Banff transforms into a hiker's paradise, unveiling diverse landscapes that range from lush green forests to rugged cliffs inviting exploration. One of the park's crown jewels is the Glacier Skywalk, a remarkable suspension bridge soaring over a breathtaking canyon, where visitors can marvel at cascading waterfalls and the wildlife thriving below. With activities suitable for nature lovers and adventurers alike, Banff National Park presents endless opportunities to immerse oneself in Canada's awe-inspiring natural beauty. So, what will you explore first? Did you know Bach had 20 children? Johann Sebastian Bach, the legendary composer of the Baroque era, led a life full of music and family. With 2 wives, he fathered a remarkable 20 children. While many might think that raising such a large family would be daunting, Bach embraced it wholeheartedly. Several of his children followed in their father's musical footsteps, becoming accomplished musicians in their own right. Among them was Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach, who became known for his contributions to the transition from Baroque to classical music. This fascinating dynamic not only showcases the importance of family, but also highlights how musical talent can thrive across generations. Bach's legacy extends beyond his compositions. It's also about the rich family history that contributed to his influence in the world of classical music. Can you imagine the lively household filled with music and creativity? It's a reminder of how deeply intertwined family and art can be. Hard to believe, but the Amazon River is massive. This incredible river boasts such a colossal volume of water that it sends a staggering amount of fresh water into the Atlantic Ocean. In fact, the sheer force of this river creates a unique freshwater zone extending hundreds of miles into the sea. Imagine being able to collect fresh water from the ocean that far offshore. The Amazon's water volume is so vast that it actually surpasses the combined flow of the next 8 largest rivers in the world. To put that into perspective, the Amazon flows 3 times faster than all the rivers in the United States combined. This impressive speed and volume not only shape the surrounding ecosystems, but also influence weather patterns in the region. The Amazon is not just the longest river, it's a powerful force of nature, impacting our environment on a grand scale. Surprising origins of fortune cookies will amaze you. Most people think fortune cookies are a traditional Chinese treat, but here's the twist. They were actually invented in the United States. The crispy, sweet cookie that reveals a little fortune inside has a fascinating history. In the early 20th century, Japanese immigrants started making similar cookies in California, and over time, the idea morphed into what we now recognize as the fortune cookie. Interestingly, these delightful treats were later taken to China, where they were introduced to cater to tourists seeking a taste of American culture. Today, fortune cookies have become a staple in Chinese restaurants around the world, often enjoyed as a fun end to a meal. However, the fortunes inside can range from inspiring quotes to humorous predictions, sparking curiosity among diners. So the next time you crack open a fortune cookie, remember its unique journey and how something so closely associated with Chinese dining actually started its journey in the US. What other surprises are hidden in our favorite foods? Here's what actually happens when electric eels zap us. Electric eels, native to South America's murky Amazon waters, aren't true eels. They belong to the knifefish family. These fascinating creatures have evolved a remarkable hunting adaptation, the ability to deliver electric shocks of up to 600 volts. They achieve this astonishing feat using specialized cells called electrocytes, which function like tiny biological batteries stacked together. By discharging these cells rapidly, electric eels can stun their prey, making it easier to catch them. What's even more interesting is their ability to regulate the intensity and frequency of their shocks. Weaker pulses can be used for navigation and communication, while more powerful bursts are directed at immobilizing prey. In fact, some electric eels can even unleash double shocks, revealing hidden prey lurking in muddy waters. Indigenous tribes have long regarded these creatures as both dangerous and mystical. In a modern twist, researchers study their unique physiology to inspire innovations in bioengineering, aiming to create soft energy sources for medical implants and underwater devices. These remarkable fish are not just fearsome predators. They are marvels of nature, illuminating the intersection of biology and technology. Have you ever wondered how the Ottomans conquered Constantinople? In 1453, during the dramatic siege of this historic city, the Ottoman Empire showcased incredible ingenuity in military strategy. The defenders of Constantinople had set up a massive chain across the harbor, aiming to thwart any naval attacks. Rather than surrendering to this clever obstacle, the Ottomans devised a bold plan. They actually dragged their warships overland to bypass the defensive chain and reach the waters beyond. This unprecedented maneuver not only demonstrated their remarkable determination to overcome challenges, but also marked a turning point in warfare. The successful capture of Constantinople allowed the Ottomans to control vital trade routes and solidified their power in the region. This event illustrates how innovative tactics can change the course of history, and it poses the question, what other creative strategies have shaped our world? Surprisingly, it's a fact that Oklahoma leads in tornadoes. This extraordinary state, part of the infamous Tornado Alley, experiences the highest frequency of tornadoes per square mile. Tornado Alley spans several states, including Texas, Kansas, and Nebraska, but Oklahoma stands out for its unique weather conditions. The state's flat plains allow warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico to mix with cooler air masses from the Rocky Mountains, creating ideal circumstances for tornado development. These natural phenomena can unleash astonishingly fierce winds, sometimes exceeding 200 miles per hour. For thrill seekers and amateur meteorologists alike, Oklahoma is a prime destination for storm chasing, attracting enthusiasts eager to witness these powerful weather events up close. Local communities have developed robust preparedness strategies, including safety drills and the construction of storm shelters to protect themselves from the dangers of tornadoes. Whether you are captivated by the science of storms or simply seek an adrenaline rush, Oklahoma's tornado scene offers an exhilarating experience that highlights the power of nature. Believe it or not, magazines shaped women's roles in the 1950s. During this time, many publications offered advice for wives on how to create a welcoming home. They suggested that greeting husbands with a smile and having a warm dinner ready were essential for maintaining a peaceful family atmosphere. This portrayal reinforced traditional gender roles, promoting the idea that a quiet, compliant wife was the key to a harmonious household. These articles often prescribed specific behaviors for women, implying that their primary responsibilities were domestic. While some women found this guidance helpful, most realized that these expectations were based on outdated stereotypes. Today, society recognizes the importance of both partners sharing responsibilities at home, and the roles within families have evolved significantly. The 1950s advice may seem archaic now, but it reveals just how far we've come in understanding equality and partnership. Guess what really drives Polyphemus moth's survival? These remarkable creatures have a surprising skill. They can alter their RNA in response to changing environments. Unlike most animals that mainly tweak their DNA, Polyphemus moths are equipped with this fascinating ability to make rapid genetic adjustments. When facing threats such as diseases or injuries, these moths can swiftly modify their RNA, helping them adapt and survive in ways that others cannot. This unique evolutionary trait allows them to respond to external challenges without the long processes typically involved in DNA modification. So when the world around them changes, whether it's a predator lurking or a sudden disease outbreak, they're ready to adjust. This incredible adaptability showcases the wonders of nature, proving that sometimes the smallest creatures have the most ingenious solutions to survival. How do you think this ability helps their chances in the wild? Can you imagine that bananas and plantains are different? You might be surprised to learn that while both fruits belong to the same family, they have distinct characteristics that set them apart. Bananas, the sweet and creamy snacks we often eat raw, are perfect for smoothies or simply enjoyed on their own. Their natural sweetness makes them a favorite among many. In contrast, plantains are starchier, firmer, and typically less sweet. Often seen with thicker skins, they are generally cooked before consumption, making them a cornerstone in savory dishes worldwide. Whether fried, boiled, or baked, plantains provide a unique texture and flavor that complement various cuisines. For example, in many Caribbean and African dishes, you might find fried plantain slices served alongside meats or stews. The next time you wander through the produce section, take a moment to recognize these differences. Understanding the roles both bananas and plantains play in global diets not only enriches your culinary knowledge, but also enhances your appreciation for these versatile fruits. Meet the inspiring conjoined twins of Latin America. José Armando and José Luis de Bios are remarkable individuals, recognized as the only adult conjoined twins in Latin America. Their story is not just one of medical rarity, it's a tale of resilience and determination. Joined at the abdomen and sharing vital organs, they face unique challenges every day, yet they maintain an incredibly positive outlook on life. Their bond runs deep as they support each other in achieving personal goals, such as completing their international baccalaureate and pursuing studies in systems engineering. This dream of higher education showcases their commitment not only to their future, but also to educating others about their life experiences. They inspire many by participating in community events, raising awareness about conjoined twins, and celebrating life in all its complexities. Their journey reminds us that what makes us different can also unify us, and together, they strive to break barriers while pursuing their dreams. How can their story inspire us to tackle our own challenges? Believe it or not, some ground never thaws. In places like Siberia or Alaska, the soil stays frozen year-round, a phenomenon known as permafrost. This thick layer of ice creates a chilly home for a variety of wildlife, but it also presents a unique challenge for human activities, especially when it comes to burying loved ones. Traditional burial methods simply don't work because the ground is too hard to dig through. It's like trying to plant a tree in a rock. Instead, people in these frosty regions have to get creative. Some families choose to use above-ground crypts, while others may opt for specialized techniques that involve placing the body in a simple container and letting nature take its course. Interestingly, the frozen ground can actually help preserve remains for a long time, giving us a glimpse into history when archaeologists uncover ancient bodies that have been well preserved by the cold. So, while permafrost can be problematic for burials, it also offers a fascinating look at life and death in some of the planet's coldest places. Is it really true Pepsi celebrated New Coke's flop? When Coca-Cola launched its New Coke formula in 1985, they hoped to win over fans with a sweeter taste. Instead, this move backfired spectacularly, leading to a public outcry and a massive backlash. Seizing the moment, Pepsi decided to capitalize on Coca-Cola's misstep. They gave their employees a day off, dubbing it a victory day, to enjoy and revel in the situation. But that wasn't all. Pepsi also took out full-page ads in major newspapers, triumphantly announcing their win in the ongoing cola wars. The ads featured slogans that taunted Coca-Cola while celebrating Pepsi's market dominance, which made Coke's miscalculation seem even more significant. This clever marketing strategy truly set the stage for an iconic rivalry, as consumers took sides and debated which cola was better. Who would have thought New Coke would spark such excitement in the soda battlefield? Prepare to be amazed by gold medals history. The last Olympic gold medals made entirely of gold were awarded in 1912, which might surprise many sports fans today. These medals, crafted from pure gold, shone brightly at the Stockholm Games. Since then, Olympic gold medals have changed significantly. They now consist mostly of silver, with just a thin layer of gold coating the surface. Why the switch? Well, gold prices soared, making it impractical to craft medals from solid gold. In fact, today's medals contain just about 6 grams of gold plating over 92.5% sterling silver. Despite this shift, winning a gold medal still symbolizes achieving greatness in sports. Athletes train for years, dreaming of draping that shiny medal around their necks. So the next time you see an Olympic ceremony, remember the fascinating twist in the history of gold medals and what they represent. This might surprise you. Bald eagles are great builders. These magnificent birds are famous for their strong pair bonds and impressive nest-building skills. When a pair of bald eagles decides to build a nest, they often work together to create a sturdy home that can reach enormous sizes. These nests are usually built high up in trees, providing a safe haven for their eggs and chicks. What's fascinating is that bald eagles often return to the same nest year after year, making modifications and repairs as needed. Over time, these nests can accumulate massive amounts of materials, sometimes weighing over a ton. This commitment to their nesting site not only shows their bond, but also reflects their ability to thrive in various environments. It's a testament to their resilience and adaptability in the wild. So the next time you see a bald eagle, remember it's not just a bird, but a dedicated architect of its home. Have you ever wondered why winter feels magical? There's a unique charm to the winter season that captures our hearts and invites us to revel in its wonders. Snow blankets the earth like a soft quilt, transforming familiar landscapes into enchanting vistas. The air becomes crisp and refreshing, invigorating us as we engage in outdoor activities. In bustling towns and cozy villages, twinkling lights adorn festive markets, luring us to sample seasonal treats and handcrafted gifts. Ski resorts become playgrounds of thrill seekers, racing down powder-covered slopes, while peaceful snowy forests offer serene escapes for those seeking solitude. Gatherings around crackling fires warm more than just our bodies. They foster connections through laughter, storytelling, and shared memories. We enjoy hot cocoa, build snowmen, and partake in lively snowball fights, all while creating lasting bonds with friends and family. Every corner reveals its own winter wonderland, encouraging us to cherish the present moment. Instead of retreating indoors, let's embrace winter's beauty and joy, celebrating both the magic of the season and the warmth of our connections. Prepare to be amazed by armadillos' bulletproof shells. Did you know that these unique creatures are not just cute, but also incredibly tough? Armadillos, which are native to the Americas, are fascinating for their hard shells that protect them from predators. This armor isn't actually bulletproof in the traditional sense, but it's formidable against many threats. Composed of bony plates covered by a tough keratin layer, armadillo shells provide impressive defense. When they sense danger, these little guys often roll into a ball, which enhances their protection. Some species, like the nine-banded armadillo, can even survive bites from hungry coyotes and dogs. While their shells are robust, armadillos themselves are quite gentle and mostly prefer a diet of insects and plants. So, next time you think about tough animals, remember the armadillo and its amazing natural armor. How cool is that? Why exactly does a quarter have grooves? The answer lies in history and a clever way to prevent cheating. Each U.S. quarter has over 100 tiny grooves around its edge, known as reeding. These grooves were introduced back in the 19th century when coins were made of valuable metals like gold and silver. People would shave off small amounts of metal to create their own coins, essentially stealing value without anyone noticing. By adding grooves, the U.S. Mint made it challenging to alter the coins without leaving clear evidence. Today, these grooves serve a dual purpose. Not only do they protect the integrity of the coin, but they also give it a textured feel, helping people differentiate between coins by touch. So the next time you flip a quarter, remember that those little grooves are more than just decoration. They're a safeguard against dishonesty. Have you ever wondered why texting feels easier? Studies show that around 95% of people express their thoughts and feelings more openly through text messages than in person. This surprising fact highlights how communication in our digital age often allows for greater honesty. For many, typing out a message can feel less intimidating than speaking face-to-face. This is particularly noticeable in therapeutic settings, where some patients find it much easier to share their emotions and personal challenges with psychologists via text. The distance created by a screen seems to lower anxiety and allow for more candid conversations. Whether it's a matter of needing time to think or simply feeling safe behind a screen, texting gives individuals a voice they might struggle to find in direct conversations. So next time you share your feelings through a text, remember you're not alone. Many others prefer this form of honest communication too. Here's a wild fact about zombie flowers. Did you know there's a flower that smells like a zombie's armpit? This intriguing plant is known as the corpse flower, or Rafflesia arnoldi, famous for its foul odor, which emits a stench similar to rotting flesh. Why does it smell so terrible? Well, this unique scent attracts specific pollinators, particularly carrion beetles, that are drawn to decaying matter. Rafflesia arnoldi also boasts the title of the world's largest individual flower, with blossoms reaching up to 3 feet across. This rare beauty can be found in the rainforests of Indonesia, thriving in the shadows like a true oddity of nature. Despite its off-putting aroma, the coarse flower plays an essential role in its ecosystem. How many other unusual plants can you think of that have such wild adaptations? Here's a wild fact about the Volkswagen Beetle. Adolf Hitler, the infamous leader of Nazi Germany, collaborated with engineer Ferdinand Porsche to create this iconic car. Their vision was to design an affordable and practical vehicle for ordinary German families, symbolizing the promise of a better life during tough economic times. Despite its dark origins tied to an oppressive regime, the Volkswagen Beetle found a new identity and became a beloved symbol of peace and freedom in the 1960s. The car's unique shape and cheerful aesthetic captured the spirit of the counterculture movement, making it a favorite among young people who were seeking change. With its rounded curves and vibrant colors, the Beetle transformed from a tool of propaganda to an emblem of individuality and self-expression. Today, it represents not just a vehicle, but a cultural phenomenon that transcends its initial purpose. It serves as a reminder that even products with dark histories can evolve into symbols of hope and joy. Isn't it fascinating how history shapes and reshapes our world? Is it really true that polar bears are endangered? Polar bears, magnificent apex predators of the Arctic, are facing severe threats from climate change. These incredible creatures rely on Arctic sea ice to hunt their main food source, seals. Unfortunately, the ice is melting at an alarming rate due to rising global temperatures. As the ice shrinks, polar bears struggle to find enough food, leading to increased starvation and lower birth rates. Scientists predict that if we continue on this path, polar bears could be functionally extinct in the wild by the year 2100. This dire situation not only impacts polar bears but also affects the entire Arctic ecosystem, as each species plays a vital role in maintaining balance. The challenges these bears face highlight a much larger issue involving our planet's health and climate. Is there hope for polar bears? Yes, but it requires collective action to combat climate change. From reducing carbon footprints to supporting sustainable practices, every bit counts to ensure that future generations can still marvel at these majestic animals. Ever wondered about the power of the 4 Ps? The 4 Ps of marketing, product, price, promotion, and place are key principles that shape how businesses sell their products. Developed in the late 1940s, these concepts help companies identify and reach their target audiences effectively. The product refers to what you're offering, whether it's a physical item, service, or idea. Price is all about determining how much to charge, striking a balance between profitability and customer attraction. Promotion involves the strategies used to communicate the benefits of the product, like advertising or sales promotions. Finally, place signifies the distribution channels that make the product accessible to consumers. Mastering these 4 elements allows businesses to create a compelling marketing strategy and connect with customers in meaningful ways. How do you think these principles impact your favorite brands? Have you ever wondered why vodka means little water? The word vodka comes from the Russian word voda, which translates to little water. This name fittingly describes both its clear appearance and its high alcohol content. Vodka has a rich history in Russia, dating back centuries, where it was first distilled around the 8th or 9th century. This iconic drink has grown beyond its simple definition to become a vital part of Russian culture and celebrations. Russians often enjoy vodka during gatherings, toasting to health and happiness. Traditionally, it's served chilled in small glasses and paired with tasty snacks, called zakouski, making the drinking experience more enjoyable. Today, vodka is popular worldwide, but its deep roots in Russian society show that it's more than just a drink. It symbolizes hospitality and togetherness. Curious about the different styles of vodka around the world? You'll be amazed by Sochi's incredible sky bridge. This stunning structure is one of the longest pedestrian suspension bridges in the world, stretching a jaw-dropping 1,140 feet across the beautiful landscape of Sochi, Russia. Picture yourself walking across this magnificent bridge, high above the ground, with breathtaking views surrounding you. It's not just a way to get from one side to the other, it delivers an unforgettable experience that combines excitement and nature. For adrenaline seekers, there's an added thrill. Bungee jumping from platforms that soar a staggering 680 feet in the air. Imagine the rush as you leap into the open air, with the ground far below. Whether you're strolling leisurely or taking a daring plunge, the Sky Bridge offers something for everyone, making it a must-visit attraction for both locals and tourists alike. Ready to experience it for yourself? Is the saiga antelope on the brink of extinction? This striking animal, native to the vast Eurasian steppes, has become critically endangered, and it's a heart-wrenching situation. Known for their unique, flexible noses, saiga antelopes possess an incredible ability to filter dust and warm, cold air as they graze across rugged landscapes. Unfortunately, their population has plummeted, primarily due to poaching and the loss of habitat caused by human activities. These majestic creatures typically live for about 10 to 12 years in the wild, but their future hangs in the balance. Conservationists are working tirelessly to save the saiga antelope, raising awareness and fighting for stronger protections. Without immediate action, we could lose this remarkable animal forever. What steps can we take to protect the saiga antelope and ensure its survival for future generations? Believe it or not, royal bedtime habits were bizarre. Queen Elizabeth I one of England's most famous monarchs, took an unusual step to ensure her comfort. She had her sheets warmed by servants before slipping into bed. This practice was especially welcome during chilly nights, allowing the queen to enjoy a warm and cozy sleep. On the other hand, Russian Emperor Paul I had a very different approach to bedtime. Known for his paranoia about assassination, he took extreme measures to protect himself. To avoid becoming a target, Paul I famously changed his sleeping arrangements each night, retreating to different rooms in his palace. While Elizabeth sought warmth and comfort, Paul prioritized his safety above all else. These contrasting bedtime habits reveal how royal lives, often filled with privilege and power, also involved unique struggles and worries. Can you imagine living like either of these rulers? Can you imagine that gravity varies on Earth? Incredibly, the strength of gravity isn't the same everywhere. It's influenced by the concentration of mass in different regions of our planet. For example, areas that lie closer to the Earth's core experience a slightly stronger gravitational pull. This happens because the Earth's core is dense and has a lot of mass, so its gravitational force is more pronounced. Conversely, places further away from the core, like mountain ranges or regions with less dense rock, might feel a weaker gravitational pull. This variation can even be measured using sensitive instruments. In fact, scientists have found that our gravitational strength can change by small amounts depending on where you stand. So next time you think about gravity, remember it's not a one-size-fits-all force. It can vary right beneath your feet. Here's a wild fact about swimming pigs. On a stunning uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach, you can find adorable pigs that swim in the turquoise waters. This unique place has become famous for its friendly resident swine, who love to splash around in the ocean. Tourists flock to the island not just to bask in the sun on the soft sand, but also to watch these pigs paddle and play. The story goes that the pigs were brought to the island by sailors who intended to return for them, but they never did. Instead, the pigs learned to swim and thrive on the island's resources. Visitors often feed them snacks, and it's a delight to see how the pigs instinctively dive and swim to get their treats. This quirky attraction raises awareness about wildlife and conservation, making Pig Beach a must-see for anyone exploring the Bahamas. Would you dare to swim with pigs? Discover the stunning name behind Taiwan's beauty. Known as Formosa, Taiwan got its name from Portuguese explorers in the 16th century. The name Formosa translates to beautiful, perfectly capturing the island's breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture. With lush mountains, stunning coastlines, and lively cities, Taiwan is a treasure trove of natural wonders and rich history. The Portuguese, enchanted by its beauty, gave it this name, and it has resonated through centuries. Today, Taiwan is famous not just for its scenery, but also for its delicious food, friendly people, and fascinating mix of traditional and modern influences. From bustling night markets to serene tea plantations, every corner of the island tells a story. Isn't it amazing to think that such a lovely name stemmed from explorers who marveled at its charm? Taiwan truly lives up to its name, inviting adventurers to explore its beauty. Hard to believe, but Lotso almost appeared in Toy Story. The pink teddy bear villain from Toy Story 3 was originally slated to be in the very first film of the beloved franchise. However, back in the 1990s, the animation technology simply wasn't advanced enough to capture the intricate details of his plush fur. As a result, Lotso's debut was postponed for more than a decade. This fascinating backstory shows just how important technology is in bringing characters to life. The animators at Pixar were determined to make Lotso look just right, waiting patiently until graphics improved enough to showcase his soft, huggable texture. When he finally appeared in Toy Story 3, audiences were treated to a stunningly realistic portrayal that perfectly matched his devious personality. Isn't it incredible that even toy characters can be affected by the limits of technology? What if garlic makes you more attractive? A 2016 study published in Appetite revealed a surprising twist about garlic and attraction. Researchers found that women rated the body odor of men who ate garlic as more pleasant and appealing compared to those who skipped it. You might wonder how this pungent bulb plays a role in attraction. The key lies in garlic's antimicrobial properties, which can reduce harmful bacteria on the skin. When these bacteria are minimized, the sweat composition can be altered, creating a scent that many find more appealing. This means that despite garlic's powerful taste and odor, it could actually help enhance a person's natural scent chemistry. Who would have thought that a simple ingredient found in our kitchens could spice things up in the dating world? Next time you're considering a romantic dinner, you might want to think twice before leaving out the garlic. So could garlic really be your secret weapon in love? It's definitely worth contemplating. Get ready for the quirky March of the Gnomes. In Belgium, this lively celebration transforms the streets into a colorful wonderland where participants dress in vibrant gnome costumes, complete with pointy hats and playful accents. Each year, adults gather and parade through town, embracing the spirit of joy and silliness. Think of it as a charming and whimsical festival where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. The event is reminiscent of a playful celebration gone awry, inviting everyone to leave their everyday concerns behind and join in the fun. Spectators can't help but smile as they watch this delightful spectacle unfold, with laughter and cheers filling the air. It's a fantastic reminder that joy can come from the simplest things, like dressing up and celebrating community together. So would you don your own gnome costume and join the parade? Get ready to be amazed by weather forecasting. Weather forecasting is more than just a simple guess. It's a high-tech endeavor that involves complex calculations. Scientists are working tirelessly to process billions of data points every day, including temperature, humidity, wind speed, and even satellite images. By analyzing this vast collection of information, they create sophisticated models to predict what the weather will be like in the coming hours, days, or even weeks. However, despite all these advancements, the atmosphere remains unpredictable and can surprise us with sudden storms or unexpected sunshine. This unpredictability is partly due to the ever-changing nature of weather systems and local conditions, which can be influenced by factors like geography and climate change. So the next time you see the weather report, remember just how much effort goes into forecasting those sunny skies or rainy days. Guess what really drives online shopping convenience? In 1999, Amazon patented the one-click purchase system, a game changer that allowed people to buy products instantly without having to re-enter payment information. This innovation didn't just streamline the shopping experience, it set new standards for how we expect to shop online. With a simple click, consumers could now complete their purchases in seconds, making it easier than ever to get what they wanted. This patent gave Amazon a significant edge over competitors, and its influence reached far beyond the company itself. Even tech giant Apple recognized its importance, licensing the technology for iTunes to enhance their users' shopping experience. Thanks to Amazon's pioneering approach, digital convenience and speed have become essential traits of modern online shopping. So, next time you click to buy, think about how this simple action has transformed the way we shop today. You won't believe Jennifer Lopez made history. In a stunning achievement, Jennifer Lopez became the first actress to have a movie and an album reach #1 in the same week. Imagine this. It was 2001 when her romantic comedy, The Wedding Planner, topped the box office while her catchy album, J-Lo, skyrocketed to the top of the music charts. This remarkable feat highlighted her incredible versatility as both an actress and a singer, showing that she could captivate audiences in multiple ways. The excitement surrounding her double success propelled her to superstar status, proving that talent knows no boundaries. Fans were amazed, and her influence in both film and music reached new heights. This milestone not only set a new standard in the entertainment industry, but also inspired countless artists to explore multiple avenues in their careers. Who knows what barriers Jennifer Lopez will break next? Guess what really drives beer's unique flavor? Hops, or Humulus lupulus, play a crucial role in giving beer its distinctive bitterness and inviting aroma. But there's more to hops than just taste. They also have antimicrobial properties that help keep beer fresh for longer. This is essential for brewers as it extends the shelf life of their delicious creations, ensuring every sip tastes just as good as the first. Interestingly, hops and marijuana are actually part of the same family of flowering plants called Cannabaceae. This connection sparks curiosity, as both plants share some fascinating traits. While the effects of marijuana are well known, hops bring a different kind of enjoyment through their contribution to beer. So next time you crack open a cold one, remember that hops are working hard to keep it refreshing and flavorful. How cool is that? Did you know potato skin is the healthiest part? Surprisingly, the skin of a potato packs a nutritional punch that often goes unnoticed. While many people peel their potatoes, they're missing out on a treasure trove of health benefits. Potato skin is rich in fiber, which aids digestion and helps keep you feeling full longer. It also contains a higher concentration of vitamins, particularly vitamin C, which is essential for boosting your immune system, and B vitamins, which help your body convert food into energy. Additionally, the minerals found in the skin, like potassium and iron, play crucial roles in maintaining heart health and overall bodily functions. Next time you cook potatoes, consider leaving the skin on. Not only will you enhance the flavor and texture of your dishes, but you'll also take full advantage of the nutrients that could benefit your health. So are you ready to make your meals both tastier and healthier by embracing those potato skins? Have you ever wondered about the chilling story of Neville Heath? This British serial killer is infamous for brutally murdering at least 8 women, including his own wife, in the grim setting of his London flat during the 1940s and 1950s. Heath would lure his victims to his home, where he committed these horrific crimes. In a disturbing twist, he buried their bodies in his garden, and even within the walls of his apartment, a haunting reminder of his monstrous actions. The mystery surrounding his motives and the sheer number of lives he destroyed left many baffled. His capture and trial captivated the British public and sparked conversations about crime and justice. Heath's sickening legacy raises questions about humanity's darker side and the thresholds of evil. How could someone commit such dreadful acts and remain undetected for so long? Today, his story endures as a chilling example of true crime in history. Here's a wild fact about Abbas ibn Farnas. In the 9th century, this remarkable inventor and scholar from Al-Andalus made one of history's earliest attempts at flight. Using a wooden frame, he ingeniously attached silk and feathers to create a sort of glider. Imagine the excitement of a man daring to soar above the ground at a time when powered flight was still a dream. However, his ambitious flight ended with a crash landing, which happened because he forgot to design a crucial component: a tail. The tail helps stabilize and steer an aircraft during flight, and without it, his glider struggled to maintain control. Despite this setback, Ibn Farnas's innovative spirit and early experimentation laid important groundwork for future aviators. His story shows that even the greatest inventors learn through trial and error, making his legacy an inspiring chapter in the history of aviation. Most people don't know this, but Olympus Mons is enormous. Rising a staggering 15 miles high, Olympus Mons is the tallest volcano in our solar system, standing about 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Located on Mars, this colossal shield volcano is not only a breathtaking sight, but also a potential destination for future space exploration. Imagine astronauts taking adventurous spacewalks on its expansive slopes, experiencing views of the Martian landscape like never before. Olympus Mons features gently sloping sides that spread out over 370 miles in diameter, making the entire structure massive enough to be spotted from orbiting spacecraft. Scientists believe that it formed through repeated lava flows, providing insights into Mars' volcanic history and geology. The sheer scale of Olympus Mons has led researchers to speculate about the planet's geological activity and the possibilities of human exploration. With ongoing advancements in space technology, who knows what discoveries await us on this remarkable giant? Are we ready for adventures in the shadow of this giant volcano? Did you know about Domino's Pizza and a Volkswagen trade? In an unexpected twist in business history, one of the co-founders of Domino's Pizza, Tom Monahan, once made a jaw-dropping decision. Instead of taking cash for his shares in the budding pizza empire, he traded them for a Volkswagen. This unusual exchange happened during the early days of the company, when Monahan was still shaping the brand that would later become a global giant in the pizza industry. The story emphasizes how entrepreneurs often make unconventional choices, reflecting both their passion and sometimes their financial constraints. Imagine giving up your stake in a future multi-billion-dollar franchise for a car. This trade highlights not only the bold moves behind successful businesses, but also the dreams and risks involved in entrepreneurship. Monahan's journey teaches us that sometimes, even the most surprising decisions can lead to monumental growth. How many more fascinating stories like this exist in the world of business? Is it really true that jesters spoke freely to kings? Medieval jesters were more than just entertainers. They were skilled satirists with a unique ability to deliver uncomfortable truths. While everyone else might have feared the wrath of a king, jesters could use humor to offer candid observations about royal decisions and the behavior of court officials. They cleverly blended storytelling with sharp wit, allowing them to critique their ruler's actions without dire consequences. Imagine a jester donning colorful attire, juggling and tumbling, while at the same time pointing out flaws in the way the kingdom was run. This unusual freedom made them vital to public discourse, helping to gauge the mood of the people and offering a voice to common grievances. In their performances, they became the eyes and ears for the monarch, using laughter to shine a light on issues that needed addressing. What a fascinating role they played in shaping history. Hard to believe, but some people have 3 nipples. This fascinating condition is known as polythelia, and it affects about 1 in 18 individuals. While many may not even notice their extra nipple, it often appears along the milk line, which runs from your armpits to your groin. These third nipples can sometimes resemble birthmarks or moles, making them easy to overlook. Interestingly, they can develop tissue similar to regular nipples, complete with sensitivity and even the potential to produce milk in certain circumstances. Most people with polythelia don't experience any issues, but for those who do have concerns, such as pain or functional problems, there are treatment options available. This unusual trait sheds light on the quirky variations in human anatomy. So the next time you come across someone with a third nipple, remember they're not alone. It's a surprisingly common phenomenon. What if I told you about a balloon showdown? In a bizarre incident in the Czech Republic, a person decided to launch weather balloons into the sky, sparking quite the unexpected reaction. As these balloons floated higher, they caught the attention of local authorities. Concerned that these could be potential threats, officials used a combination of radio communication and even firearms to intercept the balloons. Imagine the scene: a sunny day, balloons in the air, and law enforcement mobilizing to protect the skies. This unusual event raises questions about how we respond to things that may seem innocent, like weather balloons. Why did it escalate to such a degree? It highlights the balance between safety and understanding, especially in our increasingly complex world. So the next time you see a balloon, remember they might not always be as harmless as they look. You might be shocked to discover the Ribby. This incredible creature holds the title for being the largest fish species on the planet, stretching up to an astonishing 17 meters long. Imagine swimming beside a creature that can grow as long as a small bus. Despite its immense size, the Ribby is generally gentle, posing little risk to humans. Instead of being a fierce predator, this fascinating fish primarily dines on plankton and small fish, gliding gracefully through warm waters in search of its next meal. You can find these giants in various oceans, enjoying life while helping maintain the balance of marine ecosystems. So if you ever encounter one, don't worry. It's just a gigantic, friendly fish doing its part in the underwater world. How amazing is it that such a huge creature is so harmless? Here's a wild fact about Grojogan Sewu waterfall. This stunning waterfall in Indonesia wasn't always a breathtaking natural sight. It actually started as a man-made dam. Over time, nature took the reins and transformed it into a series of staggered waterfalls that flow together in perfect harmony. Picture cascading waters tumbling down, each tier beautifully syncing with the others, creating a spectacular sight that draws both locals and tourists alike. The sounds of rushing water and the lush surroundings make it a true paradise for nature lovers. Visitors can explore the area, take photos, and even enjoy the serene atmosphere. With its blend of engineering and nature's artistry, Grojogan Sewu stands as a testament to the beauty that can arise when humans let nature express itself. Isn't it fascinating how a man-made structure can evolve into such a captivating, natural haven? Why do Galapagos giant tortoises live so long? These incredible creatures, found in the Galapagos Islands, can live for over 150 years, making them one of the longest-living animals on Earth. Their extraordinary longevity sparks curiosity about the secrets of their survival. One reason might be their slow metabolic rate, which means they don't burn energy quickly and can live at a more leisurely pace. Additionally, their isolated habitat protects them from many predators that threaten other species. The Galapagos Islands are also home to unique ecosystems, allowing these tortoises to feast on a variety of plants, which provide essential nutrients over their long lives. Interestingly, some tortoises have been observed to continue growing even at advanced ages, adding to their uniqueness. Conservation efforts are critical to ensuring that these magnificent creatures continue to thrive in their natural habitats. So next time you think about age and longevity, remember the giant tortoises of the Galapagos Islands and the remarkable lives they lead. Let's uncover the truth about ancient shoes. The earliest known shoes date back roughly 10,000 years and tell an incredible story about our ancestors. These primitive designs were crafted from animal hides wrapped snugly around the feet, focusing more on function than fashion. Imagine those early humans wandering through icy terrains, prioritizing warmth and protection over style. To secure these shoe-like creations, they used whatever materials were at their disposal, be it cords made from plant fibers or strips of leather. This simple yet effective footwear was essential, allowing them to hunt and gather food in diverse environments. Over the millennia, shoe designs have evolved significantly, but the fundamental need for comfort and protection remains. So the next time you slip on your favorite pair of sneakers, think about what our ancient relatives had to go through for their daily adventures. What amazing journeys their shoes took them on. Why exactly does piss poor mean so much more? The phrase dates back to medieval times, when tanners needed urine to treat leather. They used urine because it contains ammonia, a key ingredient for softening and preserving hides. Poor families would collect urine to sell, turning a waste product into a small source of income. However, if someone was so destitute they couldn't even gather enough urine to sell, they were labeled piss poor. This term reflects the harsh realities of life for the lower class in the Middle Ages, where survival often depended on resourcefulness and sheer grit. The phrase serves as a reminder of the struggles faced by those at the bottom of the economic ladder, highlighting how language evolves from our history and experiences. So next time you hear piss poor, remember it's more than just an insult. It's a glimpse into a tough past. Why exactly does the bombardier beetle spray toxins? This fascinating little insect has a unique way of defending itself against predators. When threatened, the bombardier beetle can squirt a hot toxic liquid from its abdomen, creating a startling defense mechanism. This liquid is not just any substance. It's a mix of chemicals that can deter would-be attackers and even injure them. The beetle combines two chemicals in its body, which react explosively when mixed outside. Some species can shoot this hot spray up to 20 inches away, making it quite the impressive projectile. Not only does this clever tactic help it escape from dangerous situations, but it also serves as a warning to other animals to stay away. Nature has designed these beetles with an incredible ability to survive, highlighting the awe-inspiring adaptations that insects have developed in their quest for survival. Did you know your tongue has 8 muscles? This mighty muscle is not only essential for tasting food, but also plays a critical role in speaking, chewing, and swallowing. The tongue is incredibly flexible, allowing it to move in all sorts of directions. It can dart around to help you articulate words, mix food in your mouth, and push it down your throat. Each of the 8 muscles works together in harmony to give you full control, whether you're trying to say a tricky word or savor a delicious treat. Your tongue also helps form sounds that are unique to each language, making clear communication possible. Without it, simple tasks like eating and chatting would be way harder. So next time you enjoy your favorite meal or share a laugh with friends, remember the amazing little muscle that makes it all possible. Did you know that gold is called God's currency? This shiny metal has held its value for thousands of years, making it a favorite among people and cultures worldwide. Gold's unique characteristics set it apart from other materials. Unlike currencies that can lose value due to inflation or government decisions, gold's worth remains steady because it's rare and durable. For over 5,000 years, empires and individuals alike have sought gold for trading, jewelry, and even storing wealth. From ancient Egyptians who crafted stunning artifacts to modern investors who consider gold a hedge against economic uncertainty, its appeal is undeniable. Even today, many people see gold as a safeguard for their future, thinking it will retain its value long into the future. With its rich history and continued relevance, isn't it fascinating how one element can connect generations and cultures? Guess what really drives grapes to explode in microwaves? It turns out that microwaving grapes can create some explosive results, and it's all thanks to their unique makeup. When you pop grapes in a microwave, the moisture inside them heats up quickly, which generates steam. This steam builds up pressure until it bursts through the skin, leading to a mini explosion. But that's not all. Grapes are small and have a shape that can actually lead to the formation of plasma. As the microwaves interact with these tiny fruits, they can generate sparks that dance around, resembling little flashes of lightning. This striking phenomenon has caught the attention of scientists interested in microwave energy and plasma physics. However, don't get too curious. Microwaving grapes is risky. It can damage your appliance and even pose a fire hazard. So the next time you consider tossing a grape in the microwave, remember the potential for a spectacular but dangerous science show. Hard to believe, but Melanie the raccoon is a superstar. This adorable little creature from England has captured hearts and attention online by performing over 100 human-like tasks. Imagine a raccoon riding a miniature bike or whizzing around on a scooter. That's Melanie for you. People have been amazed by her talents, which also include tidying up the kitchen. Trained with love and patience, Melanie demonstrates just how smart raccoons can be. Her owner has painstakingly taught her these tricks, showcasing not just Melanie's intelligence, but also the special bond they share. Videos of her antics have gone viral, making her a beloved social media icon and proving that animals can have unique skills too. Her achievements challenge our perceptions of wildlife and show that with the right guidance, even a raccoon can take on human-like tasks. What other surprises do animals hold for us? Prepare to be amazed by Japan's maglev train. This incredible transportation marvel holds the title of the world's fastest magnetic levitation train, zooming along at breathtaking speeds of over 301 miles per hour. Imagine traveling from Tokyo to Osaka in just over an hour. This seamless travel experience can change how we think about long distances. The maglev train uses powerful magnets to lift above the tracks, eliminating friction and allowing it to glide effortlessly. This technology isn't just about speed, it also improves energy efficiency compared to conventional trains. The development of this train represents years of innovation and commitment to cutting-edge engineering. As you imagine racing through Japan at such astonishing speeds, think about the future possibilities. Faster commutes, reduced travel times, and more convenient connections across cities. So, whether you're an engineer, a traveler, or just a fan of cool tech, the maglev train is sure to capture your imagination and redefine what trains can do. Will we see this technology spreading worldwide? Did you know Weddell seals can turn their heads almost 180 degrees? This remarkable ability makes them stand out among marine mammals. Living in the icy waters of Antarctica, Weddell seals have evolved some extraordinary traits to thrive in such a harsh environment. Their necks are highly flexible, allowing them to turn their heads nearly all the way around, which helps them keep an eye out for predators and locate their next meal. Unlike many other seals, they can also dive deep into the ocean, reaching depths of over 600 meters to hunt for fish and squid. This impressive head movement combines with their strong swimming skills to navigate through ice and open water effectively. With their large, soulful eyes and whiskered faces, Weddell seals are not just fascinating because of their adaptations. They also play a crucial role in the Antarctic ecosystem. By hunting and maintaining fish populations, they contribute to a balanced marine environment. Isn't it amazing how specialized these creatures are for survival in one of the planet's most extreme places? Did you know there are over 1 million insect species? Insects make up the largest group of animals on Earth, showcasing incredible diversity. From the dazzling colors of butterflies to the industrious nature of ants, these tiny creatures play crucial roles in our ecosystems. They pollinate plants, decompose organic material, and serve as food for many animals. Interestingly, scientists have only identified about 1.2 million species, but estimates suggest that there could be as many as 30 million species out there. Insects thrive in nearly every environment, including rainforests, deserts, and even underwater. Their adaptability is astonishing, allowing them to survive in extreme conditions. Researchers continue to discover new species, revealing the rich complexity of the insect world. The ongoing exploration into these species helps us understand not just their behaviors, but also their vital contributions to life on our planet. Isn't it fascinating how much we still have to learn? Did you know Paris had sewer tours in the 1800s? In the 19th century, the City of Light took a rather unconventional turn by showcasing its sewer system as an engineering wonder, attracting curious tourists from around the globe. The sewers of Paris, considered innovative for their time, were even designed to improve the city's sanitation and prevent disease. Wealthy visitors would pay good money for guided tours, bravely navigating through the dark and damp tunnels filled with sewage. These guided experiences, while unromantic, offered a unique glimpse into a vital part of urban infrastructure. For many, it was a chance to marvel at the engineering genius that kept the city functioning, albeit in a rather smelly environment. Imagine stepping into a world beneath the streets where history and sewage intertwined. Who would brave such a tour today? Is it really true that gondolas in Venice must be black? In the enchanting city of Venice, Italy, gondolas serve as the famous, traditional boats that glide gracefully through its winding canals. These elegant vessels have a rich history, being the primary mode of transport for Venetians for centuries. Interestingly, a law mandates that all gondolas must be painted black, creating a striking and uniform appearance along the waterways. The only exception to this rule applies to special gondolas owned by high-ranking officials, which are often adorned with intricate decorations and vibrant colors. Such regulations not only maintain the aesthetic beauty of the city, but also highlight its unique cultural heritage. Gondolas are beautifully crafted, often made from different types of wood and completed with detailed design features like the iconic Pharaoh, a metal prow that helps prevent damage while navigating the canals. As you float through Venice, surrounded by historic architecture and shimmering water, it's easy to see why these black gondolas have become symbols of romance, adventure, and the city's timeless charm. What if I told you Ronaldo gifted an island? In 2015, superstar soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo made headlines when he presented his manager, Jorge Mendes, with a stunning wedding gift, an entire Greek island valued at $3 million. This generous gesture wasn't just a flashy surprise. It symbolized Ronaldo's deep appreciation for Mendes' unwavering support throughout his career. Their partnership spans many years, showcasing Mendes' role in guiding Ronaldo's rise to global fame. By choosing such a grand gift, Ronaldo demonstrated not only his financial success, but also the special bond between the two. Imagine receiving an island surrounded by crystal-clear waters and breathtaking views. This unique present captured the attention of fans and media alike, highlighting the extraordinary lengths Ronaldo would go to express gratitude. Such a gift reinforces the idea that success isn't solely about fame or wealth, it's also about relationships and loyalty. How many of us could say we've gifted something as remarkable as an island? Ever thought about why a car sold for $111,000? The low-res car, auctioned in 2021, is more like a piece of art than a practical vehicle. Designed by Remdi Kulhaas for the footwear brand United Nude, this unique automobile is a low-polygon version of the iconic Lamborghini Countach. With its futuristic design, it catches the eye and challenges our perceptions of what a car can be. This car is not built for speed, reaching only about 31 miles per hour, and it's not even street legal. Yet despite these limitations, it has found a place in museums and music videos, showcasing the fascinating blend of automotive design and conceptual art. It serves as a stunning reminder of how creativity can reshape our understanding of vehicles, combining aesthetics with innovative thinking. What do you think? Is it still a car or is it pure art? Hard to believe, but fiber optics revolutionize communication. Fiber optics are amazing thin strands of glass or plastic that carry data as pulses of light, transforming how we connect worldwide. This technology works through a fascinating process called total internal reflection, where light bounces off the inner walls of the fibers, allowing it to travel long distances with incredible speed. Imagine streaming your favorite show or video, chatting with a friend on the other side of the globe, all thanks to fiber optics. This technology isn't just for home internet and television. It also plays a crucial role in medical imaging, helping doctors obtain clear, detailed images for diagnosis. With minimal signal loss and reduced electromagnetic interference, fiber optics ensure that our digital communications are faster and more reliable than ever. Isn't it exciting to think about how these tiny strands are powering our modern world? Could our brain really be the same for 40,000 years? It's fascinating to think that the human brain, despite enormous changes in culture and technology, has stayed nearly the same for millennia. Anatomically speaking, a Homo sapiens from 40,000 years ago could easily navigate our modern world, from using smartphones to engaging in social interactions. This remarkable stability in brain structure reflects an evolutionary stasis where our neural architecture hasn't drastically shifted, even as we've invented everything from the wheel to the internet. Imagine living in a world where the tools and technologies around you have changed profoundly, yet your brain has not. This raises intriguing questions about how our minds adapt and cope with new experiences while retaining the same core functions. While we have developed complex societies, our brains have essentially maintained a consistent framework for processing information, emotions, and connections. So as we marvel at our incredible advancements, let's also appreciate the timeless capabilities of the human brain. Prepare to be amazed by octopus intelligence. Octopuses are not just fascinating creatures, they are also incredibly clever. These animals have shown remarkable problem-solving skills, like opening jars to get their favorite treats. With their flexible tentacles acting like fingers, they can manipulate objects, unscrew lids, and even escape tricky situations in aquariums. Scientists are captivated by these behaviors because octopuses have a unique brain structure, with neurons spread throughout their arms. This means their tentacles can even perform tasks independently, leading to questions about how we define intelligence. Researchers study their behaviors to understand more about marine intelligence and how these creatures use their skills to survive in the wild. So the next time you see an octopus, remember they are not just swimming around. They are solving puzzles and using their impressive brain power in ways that consistently surprise us. Here's a wild fact about the Ryu Valley Bridge. This stunning structure soars over 6,150 feet above sea level, making it a breathtaking sight for visitors. The Ryu Valley is not just known for its scenic beauty, it also features the second longest Tibetan bridge in the world, stretching an impressive 1,978 feet. Imagine walking across a bridge that sways gently in the mountain breeze while providing jaw-dropping views of the valleys below. Engineers crafted this marvel with safety and stability in mind, using advanced materials to withstand the region's harsh weather conditions and seismic activities. Today, the bridge serves as a thrilling adventure for hikers and tourists, allowing them to experience the spectacular landscape from a unique vantage point. As more people discover the Ryu Valley, it's becoming a hotspot for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. Isn't it time you explored this incredible engineering feat? Here's something incredible about Shenzhen's transformation. In just 4 decades, Shenzhen, China, has evolved from a humble fishing village into a vibrant megacity with over 17 million residents. The journey began in 1980 when Shenzhen was designated as a special economic zone, opening its doors to foreign investment and technology companies. This strategic move attracted substantial funding and talent, turning Shenzhen into a powerhouse of electronics and manufacturing. Today, it stands proudly as China's Silicon Valley, buzzing with innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. Its skyline is adorned with skyscrapers, while its streets are alive with the energy of progress. The rapid urbanization of Shenzhen is remarkable, marking it as one of the most dramatic transformations in modern history. How did this small village achieve such monumental growth in such a short time? Can you imagine that hair loss helps us communicate? One fascinating theory suggests that human hair loss, especially on the face and genitals, might have evolved to improve our emotional expressions. Unlike our furry ancestors, humans developed a unique ability to convey feelings through subtle changes in facial color and nonverbal cues. With less hair, people could better express emotions like happiness, sadness, or fear, making it easier for others to understand their feelings. This ability to read each other's expressions would have been crucial for building strong social bonds and cooperation in early human communities. So while it might seem odd that we've lost fur over time, it could be our secret weapon for better emotional communication. Isn't it interesting to think our changes in appearance could have played such a big role in human connection? Prepare to be amazed by Suriname frog's birth method. These fascinating creatures, known scientifically as pipa, have one of the most unusual ways of reproducing in the animal kingdom. Instead of laying eggs in water like most frogs, the female Suriname frog carries her developing young in specialized pouches within her skin. Imagine tiny honeycomb-like pockets where the babies grow for a remarkable 12 to 20 weeks. During this time, they undergo incredible transformations, skipping the usual tadpole stage that many other frogs experience. When they are fully developed, the tiny frogs emerge from their mother's back, ready to explore the world. This unique reproductive strategy not only helps protect the young from predators, but also ensures they start life in a more advanced stage, increasing their chances of survival. By adapting in such a remarkable way, Suriname frogs showcase the wonders of evolution and how life can flourish, even in the most unexpected forms. Isn't nature full of surprises? What if I told you about an epic cliffside deck? In Kalbarri National Park, Western Australia, visitors can step onto an observation deck that extends an impressive 82 feet beyond the edge of a towering cliff. This incredible structure gives you breathtaking views of the canyon that the Murchison River has carved over millions of years. Imagine standing there, the wind rushing past and the expansive landscape spreading out below you. The park's arid surroundings create a striking contrast to the vibrant canyon colors, making for a picture-perfect moment. As you take in the scenery, you might even spot native wildlife, like kangaroos or various birds living in this rugged environment. Whether you're an avid hiker or just someone looking for a thrilling experience, the observation deck at Kalbarri National Park offers a one-of-a-kind look at Australia's natural beauty. It's not just a view, it's a journey into the heart of nature's artistry. Are you ready to experience it? Is Mawsynram really the wettest place on Earth? This small village, hidden in the Khasi Hills of northeastern India, holds a remarkable title. Situated at an elevation of about 4,593 meters, Mawsynram receives a staggering average of 467 inches of rain each year. This incredible amount of rainfall makes it the place with the most precipitation on the planet. But what makes it so rainy? The answer lies in the monsoon season, which sweeps through from June to September. During this time, moist air from the Bay of Bengal collides with the mountains, forcing the air to rise quickly. As the air rises, it cools, leading to heavy rain. The unique geography of the Khasi Hills plays a crucial role in this process, creating a perfect storm for rain. Interestingly, the villagers are well adapted to their wet surroundings, with homes designed to withstand the constant downpour. From lush green landscapes to vibrant wildlife, Mawsynram is a living testament to the beauty and power of nature's water cycle. Are you ready to explore this rain-soaked wonder? Believe it or not, the first computer virus was a prank. Created in 1971 by Bob Thomas at BBN Technologies, the virus was called Creeper and served more as an experimental project than a malicious attack. Creeper didn't aim to cause harm. Instead, it displayed a playful message saying, "I'm the Creeper. Catch me if you can," as it spread across early computer networks. This whimsical nature made it a far cry from today's often dangerous viruses, which are designed to steal data or disrupt systems. Creeper also sparked the creation of the first antivirus program, known as Reaper, which was developed to delete Creeper from infected machines. This tug-of-war laid foundational principles for cybersecurity, illustrating how even playful experiments can lead to significant advancements in technology. Imagine how far we've come since then. Modern computer viruses have become highly sophisticated, affecting millions of devices globally. Creeper may have been innocent, but it opened the door to a whole new digital landscape where security is essential. How do you think we can protect ourselves in this ever-evolving tech world? Hard to believe, but Q is truly unique. The word Q stands out in English because it keeps the same sound even when you drop its last 4 letters, turning it into just the letter itself. Originally, this curious little letter referred to a story about an animal featured in medieval art, showing us how language can transform over time. Today, it more commonly describes a line of people waiting for something, like at the movies or a concert. What's fascinating is that its unusual spelling has roots in both French and Latin, showcasing just how interconnected languages can be. This rich background makes Q not just one of the strangest-looking words in English, but also a window into the history of language evolution. How many words can you think of that changed so much over the years? Why exactly does the Japanese macaque thrive in winter? The Japanese macaque is a remarkable breed that showcases incredible adaptability, especially during Japan's chilly winters. With its unique short and flexible tail, it can maneuver objects with ease, making it a clever forager. This tail not only helps the macaque feed itself more effectively, but also aids in balancing while navigating through various terrains, from snowy landscapes to rocky paths. Its ability to adjust to different environments is a big reason why this breed has become well-loved in its native land. People admire how the macaque manages to thrive despite the harsh conditions, demonstrating resilience and intelligence. Researchers believe its adaptability might provide insights into how other animals respond to changing climates. In a world where adaptability is increasingly important, can the macaque teach us valuable lessons about survival and innovation?